Hello guys, same process again. Questions in English first please, and then from Italian media after that. We start with Simon again.
Hi, Rodri, hope you're okay. Just on a personal level, it's only kind of a matter of months since you won the Euros with Spain, year after winning the Champions League with Man City scoring the winning goal. You've been nominated for Ballon d'Or, but you are regarded as one of the favourites. You're not a striker in the way that most of the winners are. What does that make you feel about how you've played, and do you hope to win, I suppose?
Well, to be honest, very, very happy for everything that happened to me the last years. I mean, winning what we win, and in the last summer the Euros with my country is just a dream. And yeah, it's the consequences of the work hard and the consistency and never give up, and this kind of thing. So I always said that individual awards is just the consequences of the work. I really feel right now that the people is recognizing my work and and trying to push me to win it or whatever. It's not something I think, to be honest. It would be a dream, of course, because I never thought I could arrive to this stage, to this moment. But in the other hand, I mean, once you arrive here, you just want to, people say what they think, vote, and that's it. I would have said whatever it is. And as you said, the things of the position, I know I play a different role than the most players that are nominated in these trophies, I know, but it's also show that the football can be beautiful in different views. You can be beautiful playing as a midfielder or scoring goals or being a defender. We all know how football works. But I think there's lots of people that really appreciate the role of a midfielder. So let's see what happens.
Hiya, Rodri. There's been quite a lot of talk about the amount of games that players are playing at the moment. With the expanded Champions League, obviously you've got the Club World Cup next summer. In your mind, because you've been quite outspoken about it as well, in your mind, how many games a season do you think is an optimum level for an elite player to play?
Honestly, I don't know the exact number. I think from my experience, I can tell you that 60, 70, no, obviously. I think between 40 and 50 is the amount of games in which a player can perform in the highest level. After that, everything comes, you drop, because it's impossible to sustain the physical level. And I think this years we're gonna go until 70, maybe 80. I don't know. Depends on how far you go into competitions. In my humble opinion, I think it's too much. I think we have to take care of ourselves. Someone has to take care of ourselves, because we are the main characters of this, let's say, sport or business, whatever you want to call it. I think not everything is money or marketing. It's also the quality of the show. In my opinion, when I'm not tired, I perform better. And if the people want to see a better football, we need to rest. Just something to put in there, but that's what I think.
And just on the quality of games, I think Erling Haaland said in the summer that he didn't think the European Championship, some of the games there, were of the same quality as he'd seen previously. Do you think that is sort of true of every competition at the moment, that the quality of football is probably not as high as we've seen?
Yeah, I mean, I think in the beginning of the season, it might, yes, but now because you end a season very, very close to another one, maybe you start not in the best shape as possible. So yeah, I agree with you. When the amount of games start getting bigger, the performing and the quality of the games are lower. So let's see what football goes. In my opinion, I would prefer to have less and better quality, better show for the people.
Okay.
Rodri, good to see you. How do you assess City's mental strength at the moment? Because to do what they've done in recent seasons requires a lot of factors, but the mental side of things seems to be a big factor. How would you assess the mental strength of your teammates at the moment?
Yeah, I agree. I agree because there's a lot of tiredness. There's a lot of, as we said, long seasons, and you have to start again. So most of these situations you kind of cover with a mental strength, trying to be strong, trying to get the machine again rolling by winning or by performing well. I think the start of the season was great for us because the early you got into this, into this run, the easiest to continue in the season. So I think that's the key, trying to be as fit as possible and try to make as you say, the focus and the mental health be strong in these moments and followed by the season.
Keep you to one each, guys, so we can get through as many as we can. Martin?
Hi, Rodri. Pep said just now, he said he's only just watched the final against Inter for the first time yesterday. Just wondered how many times you've watched it, and in particular your goal.
Well, the full game, maybe 1, 2. Small clips, like thousands, to be honest. But yeah, I think we were watching the game yesterday, analysing them because they haven't changed much in the way they play, and yeah, it was great to see us back. He told us that he was the first time he watched the game, so yeah, I mean, this is football. I mean, it was a great time, but now life goes on and we have no other challenges or goals in our heads. So yeah, we need to go move on and try to start as well as possible this new competition.
Hi, Rodri. How much have you appreciated your time off that you've had since the Euros to kind of get a bit of rest? And did you switch off from football, or were you sort of watching City Ipswich on a telly somewhere? Well,
it was great for my legs, great for me. I had like 1 month, and after I need to recover a little bit also. So I think in general terms, like 2 months that have been great for me to stop a little bit and to prepare myself. I think nowadays it's even more important to do these kind of things than not come early and do a pre-season. I think football is changing in that way. But yeah, it helps me a lot to stop. Don't watch much football. Of course, when they start the pre-season, I watch them, but try to disconnect. And as your partner was saying, I mean, the mental health in that sense is important to, refresh and move on.
Hey, Rodri, just coming back to the schedule again. You said a minute ago that someone's got to take care of us, take care of the players. Do you think it will get to a point where, after playing so many games or being asked to play so many games, that the players will say, I don't want to be part of this, and they'll actually end up like going on strike or not refusing to play in such a big kind of calendar?
Yeah, I think we're close to that. I mean, because it's easy to understand. I mean, if we're asking something, and I think it's something general, I think you ask any player, he will say the same. It's not like the opinion of Rodri or whatever. No, I think it's a general opinion of the players. And if it keeps this way, it will be a moment that we have no other option. I really think, but let's see. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's something that worries us because we are the guys that suffer. So yeah.
Hi, Rodri. The latest news is that you've been offered a contract from City. So I was just wondering if you could give us some insights into your thoughts on your future and how you see your career going in the next 2, 3, 4 years.
Well, nothing much to say. I have with this 3 more years at the City, and when I signed the contracts, I don't think on other teams. I just think on finishing. So yeah, I have a contract with City. Nothing else I can say.
James, yes.
Just Roger, just on the schedule again. The World Players Union have talked a lot about the dangers and the perils of it. The world's top. Are you as top players now? Is it becoming quite a open topic of conversation among you privately? The schedule and your quiet moments, and how big an issue is it? Like the players in, when you join up with Spain, do you talk about it? And do the players at City talk about it? And do you think at Real Madrid and Barcelona and all the top clubs, players are starting to talk about it, and it's becoming a thing for you?
Well, I don't know, because I can only tell you about my club and my national team. But yeah, it's something we're worried. Something that, of course, it's not the same for all the players because not all the players play 60 games. Depends on which team you are. Depends if you play more or less. But all of us, we think the same. It's not just about that because it's also the time you have to break. Many things. So, yeah, it's something we're worried. As we said before, and yeah, let's see what it bring us all these things.
The last one in English with the answer here, please. Thank you.
Hi, Rodri. Hi. Again, on the schedule. So Erling has had a decent start to the season, you could say, and he's talked about how his long summer break has helped to this. Is his start to the season a good example of why you need a good break between the seasons?
Yeah, maybe it's a good example. I mean, he had a long break because, well, his country didn't qualify for the Euro, so long break. And you see how he's performing right now. He's turning again that beast we saw in the early days. And yeah, it gives you a clue that why we ask this. But I don't know. That's my opinion, and that's it.
Can we take some questions in Italian? There's a headset there if you mute, Roger. Just here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Ciao Rodri. Qualche mese fa Hakan Calhanoglu ha stilato la sua classifica dei 5 migliori registi al mondo, si è messo al primo posto e ha messo te al secondo. Io volevo sapere la tua classifica dei migliori registi al mondo.
It doesn't work, yeah?
No? Try this one.
I understand you, but...
Okay. I repeat.
Go ahead.
Qualche mese fa Çalhanoğlu ha stilato la sua classifica dei migliori 5 registi al mondo, ha messo se stesso al primo posto e te al secondo. Volevo sapere se sei d'accordo e invece qual è la tua classifica dei primi 3 o dei primi 5 al mondo tra i registi. Grazie.
Well, it's what can I say? I mean, it's his opinion, respected. I'm not here to judge who's the best, who's not the best. I think you guys are more professional to analyze that, or the fans. I just want to be the best version of myself. I think he's a great player. I don't want to say who's the better. I want to be the best. That's why I perform, but I don't want to do a ranking.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Sorry.
Volevo chiederti se c'è un aspetto in particolare dell'Inter che vi preoccupa, avendo riguardato anche la partita ieri, e se c'è anche un giocatore in particolare da tenere in considerazione domani sera. Grazie.
Yeah, in English or Spanish? English. Yeah, we watch the game, but I don't need to watch them to know how they play because many times showing them, I know exactly the players and how they perform, but I don't know. I think they have many key players. I think they defend very well. Their transitions, they're very good. Very solid team. They know exactly what to do when they have the ball. For me, that's the most important thing. Of course, they have big starts like Lautaro or different players important players in the midfield, and well, I don't know, Barella, Çalhanoğlu, many of those. And yeah, I think a very complete team. I don't think they're like big star team that they have a main guy. They have lots of good players. They perform well as a team. They're tough to beat. So I think we will need our best performance to beat them tomorrow. Work collectively as a team. We know that it's gonna be like knocking a wall because we know how Italian teams defend, so we have to do our best offensively.
Last one here, please.
Hi, Rodri. Concerning the midfielders, I mean, from a midfielder point of view, what do you think the Inter midfielder players have particularly do they have something special? I mean, what do you like most of the midfielders? Because our concern is that after the Serie A match in which Mr. Inzaghi changed a lot in the midfield, tomorrow probably will play Mkhitaryan, Barella, Çalhanoğlu. So there is a lot of concern in this area of the field. Thank you.
Yeah, I think exactly the same players that I'm playing from the last years, except Brozovic. Let's say that he moved on. yeah, I know them very well. I know them, how they perform, the quality they have, and the way they defend and attack in that Inter Milan. What can I say? I think they're good, very good players. We have to. They are the guys that control the game for them, and also they do something very well. Is the way they kind of pass from defending to attack in a very high speed, and how they control. So yeah, I think we have to watch out. They're strong in that area, but we are also strong too. So yeah, let's see. Good battle tomorrow to watch. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yep. Thank you, guys.